Hey, what's up, everybody? Listen, if you have not heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Number one, it's free. Yeah, I got your attention now, right? Number two, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Number three, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Number four, you can make money from your podcast. That's right. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum viewership. Number five, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So right now, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. What's up, everybody? My name is Cliff, and you are listening to the What Now Podcast. That's right, the What Now Podcast, where we, through conversation, discuss ways that we can effectively address life's most difficult moments. So sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's episode.
Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the What Now podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the What Now Podcast. That's right, you are listening to the What Now Podcast. My name is Clifton Pettyjohn, and for the sake of this podcast, you can just call me Cliff. Those who may never may have never listened to the podcast, this podcast was designed to have conversations about how we need to properly address uncomfortable conversations. Y'all, I just sat here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry because I have been recording. I just came off the air for my radio show, so I'm all discombobulated right now. So, listen, let's just talk, okay? Because it's about 30 minutes before the ball drops. I'm excited for you. Are you excited for you? That's my only question. I believe that this year is going to be your greatest year of your life. I believe it's going to be the year where you not just realize you've been walking in your purpose, but where you grab hold of your purpose and you begin to execute it in a manner that you've never thought and or imagined. Now, if you have problems believing that, don't worry about that. Just replay this to yourself every day. Confess it to yourself every day until you begin to see that thing begin to gain some momentum. Like MC Hammer used to say back in the day. Some of you might be a little too young to remember MC Hammer, but there's some gaining momentum. And sometimes we don't allow momentum to be gained enough in order for it to produce in a manner that's conducive or produce in a manner that's respectful to our purpose. But guess what? That's not what we're talking about on tonight. It's been a while since I recorded a podcast, so let's go. Here we go. Stop dishonoring honor. Stop dishonoring honor. Now, I'm going to try to unpack this in 15 minutes. That is what I'm going to try to do. I can't make you any promises, though, all right? So let's go. My birthday just happened. Cliffmas, okay? It was this 23rd of December. Today is the 31st. I said we're about 20 some minutes away from the ball dropping. But one of the things I realized over my life is I don't celebrate my birthday. There's reasons behind it. I had a lady that was very, very close to me. I considered her an aunt. She passed away on my birthday. Um, my mother died January 1st, so this is a rough time. But also, I realized that a lot of times I didn't celebrate my birthday because I didn't believe I should be honored or celebrated because of decisions that I made years ago. Um, there goes that again. I just said I was trying to work on that. But here's what happened this year. One of my friends, and a constituent of the gospel, he posted something on Facebook about me. And I read it, and I'm like, dang, who is this man? Because I want to meet this man. Y'all know, sometimes I can be dramatic. But he posted this thing, and I remember my cousin wrote me about it, and she was like, it couldn't have been said any better. And when she said that something inside of me cringed, and I was on a cruise, okay? I was on my way back. No, I was still on the cruise because I was laying in the bed when I read it. And when she said that, something cringed on the inside of me because in my mind, I said, how can people say these nice things about me after all the stuff I've done? And then thank God for God and for deliverance, because then my mind started going back to some of the people that I had misunderstandings with that were my fault, and then some of the things were other people's fault. But I have this tendency to take responsibility for my fault and other people's fault, and I haven't always been like that. Sometimes I didn't take responsibility for my fault. I tried to deflect to make other people think it was their fault. So I get that side of it too. But I started thinking, oh my God, I got to take this off my wall because people are going to read this and they're going to think, well, this ain't the Cliff I know, and da-da-da-da-da, because he did this 10 years ago. He did this 15 years ago. And literally the things that plagued my mind happened 10, 15, I'm 40 now, some 20 years ago. I just did not make very good decisions, okay? However, I always confessed that I was beyond that. I'm past that. I'm beyond that. I'm beyond that. I'm beyond that. But laying on that bed in that cruise as we were hitting them waves helped me realize how much I was not beyond what I was claiming to be beyond. And because of that, it was causing me to dishonor the honor that was being bestowed upon me. See, sometimes we think people have a problem with us honoring them because they're humble. That's not always the case. Now, that is sometimes the case, but it's not always the case. Sometimes people have an issue with you honoring them because they haven't forgiven themselves from things that they've done in their past. Sometimes people don't want you to honor them because they're still living in the moments of their brokenness or moments of their lack of intelligence as it relates to a decision that was made. That was me. I don't like people to honor me, and I thought, here I'm thinking it's all can be traced to humility, and in that moment I'm realizing, no, you're just afraid of somebody saying something about what you did 10, 15, 20 years ago. And the crazy thing about it was, and I had this whole conversation with myself in the bed, Cliff, you wrote a book about how you move past it. You always talk about how you move past it, but yet it still has power and authority in your life because it won't allow you to receive the honor that people are attempting to bestow upon you. And listen to this. This also cause me to become bitter with some people because I felt like, I felt like they didn't value what I was doing for them. They didn't value who I was in their life. And sometimes I had to watch other people honor people for things that I was doing in their life. I had to watch that. I had to experience that. And I would get frustrated. I would get angry. And I'm sitting thinking, but that's what I do for you. But I didn't realize I created the atmosphere and the environment of dishonor because of the fact I was dishonoring everyone that was attempting to honor me by dishonoring who the Creator had created me to be. So my encouragement to you, if you have a problem with being honored or being recognized, I want you to trace it all the way down to the root of it, because that's a false sense of humility. Because humility will say, honor the God in me because I understand it ain't me, it's God. False humility says, no, I'm good, I'm okay. Because we're still dealing with some of those things that we refuse to let go. So my encouragement to each and every one of you that is listening on today, there are some things that you are having a problem letting yourself go and forgiving yourself over. You got to let it go. You have to. You have to let it go. You have to let them go. You have to release it because it wants to release you. It doesn't like the way you smell now, the way you look now, the way you think now, the way you move now. It doesn't like any of that. It's uncomfortable around you because it realizes that you wouldn't do what you did 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It don't even like you. It doesn't like you at all. It doesn't even fit you anymore. Each time you try to put it on, and what I mean, you put it on because you try to wear it. You wear it as if it's a coat of honor, but it's a coat of dishonor. Because it's like, you can't honor me because I was a liar. You can't honor me because I was a thief. You can't honor me because I slept around. You can't honor me because. Get rid of them becauses. Get rid of that garment. Burn that thing. It don't fit you no more. It stinks, and it has all kind of holes in it, and it's dingy, and it's dirty, and you keep trying to put that thing back on and present yourself as what you used to be while attempting to profess that you are not it anymore. And you're not it anymore. But what happened is you keep carrying yourself, or you keep presenting yourself as if that is who you are. So listen, I'm going to get off this podcast, but I just want to let you know today, stop dishonoring honor. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You deserve to be honored because you are great. I don't care about all that other stuff. You deserve to be honored. Allow those in your life that appreciate you, allow them to honor you. And can I be honest with you? If you will begin to honor the honor that's due to you, you're going to see some doors open. You're going to see some ideas start to be birthed in your life, rebirthed in your life. You're going to be reminded of some things. You're going to, because you know what happens is you raise your vantage point. You allow yourself to be elevated. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not talking about exalting this, and I'm not explaining myself. Scratch all that. We going into 2020. I don't have time to explain myself. But when you elevate your mindset, you elevate, who you are, you begin to see things from a different vantage point. And that's my encouragement to you today. Tonight, I honor you. Yes, you, the one that's listening. I honor you for your resilience. I honor you for your strength. I honor you for your dedication. I honor you for your perseverance. I honor you for your willingness to listen. I honor you for your willingness to grow. I honor you for your willingness to admit that you are wrong. I honor you for your willingness to stick it out. I honor you for your willingness to be creative. I honor you for your willingness to learn new things. I honor you for your willingness to allow yourself to be the greatest version of who you are. I honor you tonight. I honor the purpose inside of you. I honor the destiny inside of you. I honor the vision inside of you. I honor your gifts, your talents, your ability. I honor your testimony on tonight. I honor you tonight. Now, do not dishonor the honor that I have bestowed upon you on tonight. Listen, be blessed. Peace.
Can you identify any areas in your life where stagnation is manifesting? Now, I know some of you might say, no, I can't. Well, I want us to look at stagnation for what it really is. Some people have identified stagnation as something that's not growing or that's not producing. I don't believe that's stagnation. To me, stagnation can also be that yes, we're growing, yes, we're producing. However, we're growing and producing in a manner that's disrespectful to the purpose and the greatness that resides inside of us. And listen, we all have areas where we can identify that we could be doing a lot better in. There's greater potential in those areas than we are experiencing. And guess what? I have a tool that will help you begin to experience transformation in those areas of stagnation in your life. And that tool is called From Stagnation to Transformation. That's right. That is my book, From Stagnation to Transformation. So I want you to head over to my website, www.cliftonpettyjohn.com. I want you to hit there. I want you to hit the Transformation tab. There you're going to find a free preview of my book. That's right, a free preview of my book. And I promise you, after you read the preview, you're going to want to invest in your personal transformation through purchasing the book. So again, head over there. Purchase the book. Let me know you purchased it. Here's what I always say, guys. If you purchase the book, you read the book, you apply the principles in your life, and yet you still are stagnant in the areas that you are applying them to, and you're not experiencing any transformation, and you can prove to me that you have applied these principles, I will give you a 100% refund. That's right, a 100% refund. Why? Because I believe in the application of the principles that are outlined in this book. So again, visit www.cliftonpettyjohn.com and purchase your copy of From Stagnation to Transformation.